Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm gonna continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're gonna give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
What's up? AWA Airborne Order. Presenting latest SmackDown with wrestling and sports. Yes, latest SmackDown represented by the AWA Airborne Order. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good Thursday evening. On this 1st of February, yes, we're officially in February, the second month of 2024. It's already been a month. Can't believe it, right, guys? I can't believe it's already been a month. Man, getting closer to WrestleMania, right? Getting closer. 2 months away to WrestleMania. 2 months away, guys. We're not that far off from WrestleMania. And we're going to talk about WrestleMania. That's what we're going to talk about. Okay? That's what we're clearly going to talk about. This is not it's all about wrestling. That's Monday's show. It's not that at all. So this is not really a wrestling weekly review or anything like that. This is just specifically about WrestleMania 40 and what's going into WrestleMania 40. We're still kind of early. For WrestleMania 40. But some important stuff happened over the weekend that obviously, or the past week, that's obviously changed the obvious plans that WWE had in store for WrestleMania 40, and we're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss everything that seemed like was a lock was going to happen, but things got in the way. Unfortunate events got in the way. Changed a lot of things. We're not just going to talk about that. We're going to talk about who I think is going to be in the title pictures going for WrestleMania. Not just the main titles. I'm talking about U.S. Intercontinental title, the women's belt on both sides, the women's tag team belts, and the tag team belts on the male side, too. Now you're all free to join me in tonight's stream. You got an invitation to talk about this. So let's go. WrestleMania 40. The date of WrestleMania 40 of this year is April 6th and April 7th. So about 65 days to WrestleMania. Basically 8 weeks. 8 weeks away from WrestleMania. 2 months. And our first official road to WrestleMania technically is the Royal Rumble, right? We know the winners of the respected men's and women's Royal Rumble gets to choose their opponent, whoever holds the titles at the time, who they face at WrestleMania. Okay. So, yeah. And obviously, there's going to be, for the other titles held by the other woman or man, they're going to be determined by probably Elimination Chamber matches. And Elimination Chamber, when is that? When's Elimination Chamber? When is Elimination Chamber this month? I'm just making sure. the 24th of February is Elimination Chamber. So the end of the month, February 24th, will be Elimination Chamber, and we'll probably have 2 Elimination Chamber matches, one for the men and one for the female. And that'll probably determine who will face the other champion at WrestleMania. So if Cody Rhodes is always could plan to win Royal Rumble, Punk probably was always going to plan to win the number one contenders match, whereas Elimination Chamber or on Raw to face Seth Rollins. That was probably the obvious plan. Right? But that's, unfortunately, we're not going to get Punk at the Royal Rumble. I mean, at WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble, obviously. That's because he's hurt. He injured himself to the triceps, as you see on my thumbnail. And we won't be seeing him for 4 to 6 months. Basically, meaning he'll June and June or July, we'll be seeing him come back to WWE. We'll see him back on the screen. So unfortunately, we never see him in a regular match live on TV. He did participate in a live event in a regular match against Dominic Mysterio, but we haven't seen a regular match where it's just him versus somebody or a tag team match on live TV. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because we're really looking forward to seeing him have his first match in WWE after 10 years. It's not a multi-man tag team, it's a multi-man match. Like the Royal Rumble. An actual match. An actual match. But that's not going to happen now because of an injury he sustained at the Royal Rumble. All because of Finbar. No, I'm kidding. Not because of Finbar. Okay? So, then instead, because we all know, if you haven't been paying attention, Seth Rollins and CM Punk was pretty much an obvious planned match at WrestleMania. And it still looks like Seth Rollins could possibly make it a goal for WrestleMania despite his injury. But, it seems like he's going to work through the pain, through his injury. And at least try to get to WrestleMania and work WrestleMania. Now, obviously, if Seth... I don't know if he's ignoring doctor's orders. Maybe the doctor said, yeah, he could probably work through this. But but they're probably like warning him. Like, you gotta be careful. Right? You gotta be careful with Seth Rollins, man. Seth Rollins has to be careful himself. Just remember, he worked an injury at WrestleMania in 2017, but the year before, he did not participate in WrestleMania 2016. So he really wants to work WrestleMania. Which wrestler doesn't want to work WrestleMania, right? You all want to work WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. Of course, you all want to work that night, those 2 nights, right? Whether you're main event or first on the card, you all want to be working on WrestleMania, at least in some way. Now, I don't know now who, if he is able to work WrestleMania, I don't know who now would be his opponent at WrestleMania. And I'm itchy. I'm a little itchy. Sorry, guys. I don't know who would be his opponent at WrestleMania since CM Punk is gone for a while. It's on the shelf. So on the Raw side, there's possible options. I guess Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, Shinsuke Nakamura, Damian Priest, I think I said that, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso. There's guys on the Raw side, but obviously none of those are as big as match. Won't be as big as a match if it was CM Punk. Okay? None of those matchups would be big as Seth Rollins or CM Punk because there's so much there between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. So much there. That can't be replicated from the other names I mentioned. Okay? Okay? So I, on the Raw side, I clearly clearly can't say right now. Now, there's still a chance even for Cody Rhodes to choose Seth Rollins. It'd be 2 years since Cody Rhodes' return from when Cody Rhodes returned to the WWE at WrestleMania to face Seth Rollins. It'd be 2 years. So there is a story between Seth and Cody. Unfortunately, Seth never beat Cody. Cody in those 3 matches before Cody got hurt and was out for some time. Cody got all 3 wins. Of course, there's no story there. Damian Priest, on the other hand, has the money in the bank, right? Has the money in the bank, so he can cash it anytime. So, okay. So, there's the wildcard Damian Priest, man. I think as we get closer to February Elimination Chamber at the end of the month, we're going to get a better idea of who is going to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. I still don't think it's going to be Cody. I still think Cody's going to choose Roman, even though it looked like at that WrestleMania at Royal Rumble he chose Roman, but based on Raw, it seems like Cody's having second thoughts. But I still think his decision ultimately is going to be Roman Reigns at WrestleMania to take down the head of the table. To go finish his story. Okay. I still think that's gonna happen. That's obviously gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, bro. I know it's gonna happen. Yeah, I said bro. Okay. On the SmackDown side of things, yeah, Cody and Roman WrestleMania. Okay. There's not much to go in there. Not much to go in there. Okay, now let's go to the women's side. Now, on the SmackDown women's side, still think it's going to be Bayley versus Io Sky. As we get closer to WrestleMania, I think it's quite obvious we're going to see a betrayal from one of them. Most likely on Bayley. Bayley is going to get betrayed by the Damage Control, and Bayley is going to choose Io Sky for WrestleMania. I think this is going to happen. Obviously, it's going to happen. And also, Damage Control is both Kyrie and Asuka are the women tag team champions. So right? And I think they will also have a match at WrestleMania too. And I think it's gonna be a multi-women tag team match. I don't think they're gonna go in and facing just one team. I think they're gonna face multiple teams because WWE likes to get everybody on the card for WrestleMania. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that team, Kyrie and Asuka, against the team of Casey Kazaro and Kaden Carter, against Chelsea and Piper Niven, and some other team. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised, shocked at all. At all. At all, period. Period. Sorry for lack of silence. I was just looking up something on the computer. Sorry. I know it can be a little distracting. I'm sorry. Okay. On the Raw side for women's, I still think it's going to be Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's title. But I think I wouldn't be surprised at Elimination Chamber or maybe even a Raw. We're seeing Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's title. Based on how things are going between them right now. So don't be surprised if we get Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's title. And after that, Becky Lynch will move on to be the next challenger for that title. So don't be surprised. I think that's the right direction to go. Okay, plus Becky versus Rhea is the biggest match you could do on the Raw side for women's right now. Right now. So don't be surprised at all, okay? Don't be totally shocked at all. So yeah, I think this is gonna happen. Because if you look at it, that's the direction I would go. Okay? That's the direction I would go with Rhea and Becky. because it is the biggest match you could do in Raw right now for the women's. It might be bigger than Bayley versus Io. Who knows? Who knows? Okay? That's all I really have. Nobody really wants to come on. That's okay. Yeah. Also, I'm a little itchy, man. I'm a little itchy. Sorry. Okay. Also, the tag team titles. I do think Miz and R-Truth are going to win the tag team titles from Judgment Day. I really do. And it's going to cause more of a turmoil between Damian Priest and the rest of Judgment Day. That's okay. As you know, Judgment Day basically let Truth know you're not in Judgment Day, you shouldn't, don't belong, and they just beat him up along with Miz. And that's going to probably be an indication that, oh yeah, Miz and R-Truth are going to continue being a tag team. And issues that Damian Priest have at times with his own stablemates, I do think it's going to cost them in the end the tag team titles to R-Truth and the Miz, and I think that's going to cause more dysfunction among Judgment Day, especially with Damian Priest, leading to a potential face turn for at least Damian Priest. Okay? Because let's say Punk is out, right? They're gonna need a face. And they say Seth Rollins wrestles at WrestleMania, loses the title, but afterwards decides, to give his injury a rest. Two of the top stars should be out, right? For some time, right? Perhaps they would need to turn somebody face in that process, right? They would need to turn somebody face, baby face. Now, Damian Priest is not as big as Seth Rollins or CM Punk, not anywhere near as big as those guys. But they would definitely need it. To me, seems like he's a more likely candidate to be turning face in the very near future. And there's a story right there that can lead to a face turn. That is possibly heading that direction down the road. Okay? Possibly. Okay. I don't know about the IC title because of Gunther. Gunther possibly maybe WrestleMania main event replacement for CM Punk. Maybe. U.S. title, I think it's still going to be Logan Paul, and he's going to lose it. I don't know if it'll still be Kevin Owens, but I think it should be LA Knight. But we'll find out. There's a lot of interesting. Sorry, I'm itchy, man. There's a lot of interesting character wrestlers on SmackDown who could be the one to take the U.S. title from Logan Paul that might need it. LA Knight, even Kevin Owens, AJ Styles. I don't know. Carmelo Hayes. Braun Breaker, it looks like they're going to join SmackDown. As you know, Andrade is signed with Raw, is back with Raw, and it looks like once Braun Breaker gets caught up to WWE, he might be heading to SmackDown, where Carmelo Hayes is officially signed with SmackDown. It looks like Braun Breaker might be joining him. So I do think we're getting to the end of the line with Braun Breaker in NXT. Because I do think if that's the case, they'll probably lose the Dusty classic tag team match this Sunday. And that'll be his farewell in NXT. And be officially part of the SmackDown roster. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And it also appears like Tiffany Stratton might be getting close to, might be as soon as this month, might be debuting on the main roster and might be joining the Wall brand. Tiffany Stratton might be a star in the making. A lot of people think she's a star in the making. We'll see, because Raw is pretty crowded. Raw is very crowded with heels. I'll say that. The Raw is very crowded with big time heels. Oh yeah, and Liv Morgan's back. I forgot about that. So that's helped the Raw brand. And I think Tiffany Stratton, well, I guess she's ready now. That's what they think. I wonder what's going to happen. Is she going to reunite her feud with Becky on the main roster? Or are they going to do something else with her? Okay, so look for possibly her to debut officially on the main roster this month. But I don't know how that factors into the WrestleMania plans. But it's just something I'll just let you guys know. Tiffany Stratton looks like it's going to be debuting on Raw, and Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker is very close to debuting on SmackDown. I don't know how that affects WrestleMania, but as wrestling fans, as wrestling fans like you and I, it's just something that I want to mention to you guys, in case you did not know. Okay. And it looks like Mercedes Moné might be debuting in AEW in March. Maybe after Revolution. Possibly after Revolution. But she might be debuting in March in AEW. And with that, guys, expect some main roster call-ups. And expect a debut in AEW in the next 2 months. And it's all about wrestling. We'll be back on Monday. Same around the same time as this. And we're going to talk more about WWE, AEW, and the news in the news of the world of wrestling. We're going to go over what we saw on Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Premium Live Event, Dynamite, and such. We're going to go over all of that. And so, yeah, Monday, guys. And we're going to do an NXT review, too. NXT review from Sunday. All right, because there is NXT Vengeance Premium Live Event this Sunday. So, do me a favor, guys. If you can. Like, share, subscribe, and comment below on the replay. Take care, guys. Bye.